Hello, my friends traders. Carolina Lezon here at Grok Trade, a graduate student of the Grok Trade Mentoring Program. It is Thursday, April 12th of 2012, and as usual, we're getting ready to analyze our Q's chart and hope those little analysis and some of the hints here help you with somehow and they're of any help to you. So that's what I wanted to make sure. If you have any comments, feel free and please post them below the video because that really helps me. And I like little comments. And I just want to know how I'm doing. If there's anything I need to change, please let me know. But anyways, yeah, the other thing I wanted to mention to you is that I've been getting a lot of emails from students asking me where I learned all of this from. Okay, and that's a pretty sensitive question here, and I get it a lot. And what I can tell you is that I've gone through a lot of different mentoring programs before, actually trading educational programs before, and I spent a lot of money on them. Okay, but what I found was that Grok Trade is the best of the best trading education out there that you'll ever find. Okay, as I mentioned, I've gone through a lot of them before I got into Grok Trade, and it was free trading videos back then when I started, but my eyes were wide open and I could not believe what I heard. These guys are phenomenal, and they just actually helped me get to where I'm at right now. And it requires some time. It requires work. It takes time. It doesn't come overnight. It requires practice. Okay, if you're really committed to it and if you want to have a career in trading, you better start somewhere. Okay, because market tuition can be really expensive, and it's really expensive. I know it myself because I've been there. But anyways, yeah, that's enough on that one. But I just wanted to mention it to you because I've been getting a lot of emails and from students asking me that question. But anyways, yeah, if you would like to get some more information on what Grok Trade has to offer and what the mentoring program is all about, feel free to send me an email at Carolina, like the state, at groktrade.com, and I'll be really happy to talk to you about that a little bit more. All right, but anyways, yeah, let's get into our analysis. Let's take a look at our chart here for a second. And let's see what happened. Look at this. You see that 8 moving average? Isn't that amazing how perfectly we are testing it here again today? Wow, we are hitting it here and then we are pulling back down a little bit, closing the day below the 8 moving average. What does that mean? Are we bullish? No, not quite yet, because we need to wait for another candlestick to pop up here. And then if we ever cross that line, if we ever break through the 8 moving average, which you see here in green, and then close the day above it on a pretty nice volume, then we would be talking about entering back into bullish territory, but not at this point, not yet. But the other interesting thing, as you can see, is that we are making our first higher low and higher high, but we're stuck at this area of resistance at the moment, the 8 moving average. Watch it really closely tomorrow because that's a significant area of resistance. Okay, and then the other thing is that we are closing above the 67.20 mark, which was another thing that we talked about for quite a while. All right, so tomorrow 8 moving average, watch it really carefully, and if we ever go above it, make sure that we are sustaining that high here and we are staying above it till the close, and when we close the day higher. So then we will be talking about some other things here. But the other thing I want you to pay close attention to again is that 67.20 mark, because this is another area of resistance that's very important to us. And then also, if we ever pull back down again here, after that low test that we had here today, you need to pay close attention to that low. Okay, the low of April 10th is a significant area to pay close attention to. Okay, and the low was at 65.92. Put your little trend line over that low and watch it really carefully once we get closer and closer to it. If that low gets ever broken, and if if we are going to ever go below it and then close the day below it, we could head lower to the next area of support at 65.10. And as you can see, we have a little cross point here of two major areas of support. The first one here, 65.10, and then the 50-day moving average coming from below, which you see here in red. Okay, that is a significant area of support, so watch those little areas here really closely tomorrow. And then if we ever push higher, we'll talk about it next week, and more about this next week, because we need to still wait for that next candle to appear. Okay, and then that next area of resistance up here, 68.15. So that's another one that you should pay attention to. And then check this out, look at the MACD. The MACD is turning and pointing north right now, but we are still below the zero line, which means that we're still bearish according to the MACD. So watch this little guy and look for confirmation. Okay, you need to pay close attention to the chart, look for tradable setups on the chart, and then look down at the MACD to look for confirmation. Okay, and then also look for spikes in volume. All right, so that's all that I have for you for today. Again, hope it helps you. If you have any comments for me, please post them below the video. That will help me a lot. And otherwise, safe trading to all of you, and